Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's see what I've been up to while we're waiting on Camille to go to the exhaust shop next week. Okay guys, so I've done this never before, but I was always told to, and yeah, it worked. So I'm going to show you what I just did. That's my old Ford 2N. Finally got her started up this year, and the radiator was leaking. I mean, it was pouring water. You can see it's a little bit of everywhere. It's coming out of the radiator right over there. So I think what happened is I forgot to put antifreeze in it or drain it, and I didn't. So, but yeah, I did do that. You can see it in there. I just poured it full of as much as I could, and it did not take any time at all. And it plugged the hole. I remember my great uncles always telling me about that. You always carry pepper with you in your vehicle. If you get a small radiator leak or something like that, just dump it in and it'll work. So yeah, them old myths and legends and stuff ain't there's truth behind it. So I got some work to do. Everyone knows I want to be able to drive Camille home from the exhaust shop. And I needed to get the headlights and the parking turn signals, all that working. And I got the back ones done. They worked good. Ran into a couple of ground issues, cleaned up grounds, and they worked fine. But I was having an issue with the parking lights up front in the bumper. I just could not justify spending $65, $80, $90 for a used lens, and it just driving me nuts. So I had to figure something out. So I went into my local truck stop and went into the chrome shop and did some searching and looking. And this is going to be a love or hate situation. You either love them or you hate them. And there you have it. That's what I came up with. Now, you can see it's a bullet style. It sticks out. That's a glass. They're both glass containers. And I did use the original mounting holes. The only thing is they're kind of angled. So I put one side in and then had to put a screwdriver here to get this side to go in. And then I screwed them in on both sides. So they're not perfect, but I didn't make new holes or anything. The socket here that this sits in, where the lens and the bulb was at, was actually pretty rusted, pretty bad on both sides. This side was the worst. So I cleaned it up in there really, really good, and I used some of that shiny metal paint that I have, chrome replica, whatever you want to call it, and went ahead and sprayed the back in there. You can get in there. If you get close enough, you'll see. You know, it don't look the greatest, but it don't look too bad. And from 30 feet away, you can't see nothing. But like I said, it's a love or a hate situation here. I do. My buddy Josh, he said the same thing when he first seen them. He said, man, that actually looks really good. And I have to agree with him. I don't think they look bad at all. For right now, this is the way she's going to be. And yeah, it works. I think it looks good. I really do. Now, something I do have a question about, and I did do some research, but it's not definite. Whenever you turn the parking lights on this, you pull the switch out the first pull. Well, if I can find it, there we go. You have parking lights. Okay? I'm hoping you guys can see them, but they're on. So you have parking lights. Now, whenever you go and pull it the second time out for your headlights, the parking lights on the front only shut off. And I see some people say that that's the way they was back in the day, that if you don't like that and you want an aftermarket switch, a lot of times that switch will keep them on. Is that true? I don't know. I need to replace my switch because my dimmer switch doesn't work, or not dimmer, I'm sorry. My dash switch does not work. There's nothing there whenever you turn it for like your lights and stuff. And I think that's the only thing wrong, because I pulled some bulbs in the back side of this to see if they were still good, and they was. That's as far as I've got. But my turn signal lights, they work. Pull that out. Dimmer light switch works for your dimmer switch down here. I'll let you know you're on brights. But I don't have any dash lights in here. The backup lighting, whatever you want to call it, the illumination, there isn't any. So I need to replace it. And I'm hoping that whenever I get the new one, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm hoping that whenever I pull that out, that leaves that on. I think it looks good, but you guys tell me. What do you think of them? I think for the time being, it'll definitely work. I didn't mess up the holes, the mounting holes, so I'll be able to put new ones back in it if I ever decide to get the original ones that go in it to begin with. So, yeah. The other thing, get Camille popped here, is I went ahead and cleaned and painted up the original oil bath air filter. It's got fresh oil in it, all nice and clean. You can tell I used some more of that shiny chrome metal style paint on it. I had it. I could have went ahead and painted them both black. I thought about it. That was original, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't think it looks bad like that. So it's the way it is right now. The other thing is that spring, or not the spring, but the hinge, the hood hinge there, is sprung. Whenever I shut the hood down, that side stays up. This side doesn't. My buddy Josh was here, and I kept thinking it was something with the hood. I thought the hood was bent somewhere or something was wrong, and he said, no, it's sprung. This side stays up. It doesn't go all the way down. And unfortunately, Taz is going to have to give up a piece of himself again and replace that. And I got to try to keep from punching myself whenever I pull that off to take it out, because whenever you do that, if you guys have done it, you know it. You get a nice angle and you're trying to pull and it slips, whether you're putting it on. Off usually isn't too bad. It's when you're trying to get it back on and in place that it slips, and of course you come back and boop. Yep, it's happened to me a few times on different stuff. But while we're here, show you guys. That is good, nice, cold. She hasn't been started today. We'll do a quick cold start and roll out, if it sounds all right to y'all. Probably one of the last. You guys can see this. This is how she kind of goes down, and it seems like it gets worse and worse every time I do it. So I definitely, yeah, that time was a little worse than normal. All right, there, come on, go down. And I even try the old push down and back with it. Granted, it's a little bit harder with this, but yeah, see, she just stays raised up. So let's do this cold start up here. We're not gonna touch the gas here, see what she does. Probably die, maybe not. She's definitely going to sound different once we get the exhaust done. Let's get her on out of here. She needs to come outside anyway. I got some other stuff to do inside. Listen to that old Pontiac Pontiac 317 purr. She'll sound better whenever that exhaust is done. So that's where we're at on Camille. Again, I'll show you them. Like I said, I think she just looks natural with it, like they were meant to be there. Maybe not. But yeah, again, a love-hate situation. Now we need to talk about dang Ole Rango. Well, he's costing me money just sitting in the drive. Yep. I went to go out to move him the other day, came out here, and the window was down. Well, I knew I had rolled it up. Okay, got in, tried rolling it up. Well, it was up, moves up and down. Yep. All that good plastic Mopar stuff in there broke. So I got to order the new window regulator and get it put in and fixed, so that way the window's up, I'm not getting moisture and rain and whatnot in there. And then I got to get fixing on the good old brake line. So that's where Dango Rango's at. Yeah, again, a love-hate relationship. That's why we can't have nice things. You own Pontiacs and Mopars. There ain't no way you can own anything nice. I'm joking, guys. Come on. I lost subscribers on the last joke like that, so let's not repeat. Now, as for the original seating that came out of Camille, the skeleton, the backbone, the padding on the top is in good shape. There's nothing wrong. This one here, that top pad, that foam pad, it's hardened. So, you know what? Right now, I'm not gonna concern myself with it because I'm not ready for the interior to be done. So I'm just gonna get some Navajo blanket, saddle blanket style seat covers to go on the front and the back, and that's where we're gonna leave it. It does look good though. I mean, you guys can see if you care or not, I don't know, but there's nothing wrong with that. I still wish we could buy these, that they were still available for these cars. Man, that is a really, really nice seat cover. I mean, it goes in with the hog ring, and yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful pattern. But yeah, everything's good back here, so I don't see anything needing to be done on that. And we're just going to leave it and put some seat covers on it until I'm ready. Yep. So that's what I got for you guys this week. Not a lot, more rambling and me talking about what needs to be done and what I did. But it's something, and we're going to throw it up there. And I appreciate you guys for watching and staying tuned to the end. If you haven't, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell. Let me know in the comments what you think. And we'll see you guys next weekend. Enjoy your week. And remember, rusted or busted, you guys can make it happen.